Hey guys, it's Aseem Sharma, training manager from Solframe Consulting. I do hope you're all well. I almost forgot my own name there. The irony. Okay, I want to discuss something again which I've mentioned before, but focus on it, and that is how do you deal with awkward situations. So I'm going to share. I always believe that if you share a story which has a functional element to it, it helps people to retain and understand, a principle or a concept. So I have an Instagram account. I don't really click pictures of myself. I don't think I'm very photogenic in selfies, and um, yeah, in this hot weather, I decided to give my skin a bit of rest. I don't usually grow a beard. Yeah, a lot of people thought that I look better this way, but hey, I digress. Point is that I use Instagram to connect with certain people on Messenger. We also use it for Solframe as well, so that has an added benefit. But I sometimes get random follow requests from people, and I'm very kind of skeptical about which ones to accept. Sometimes I'll accept them, and I'll straight away DM the person. Some people, think, why do you DM people and so on? But I think it's absolutely fine. It's a functional part of a platform. Same thing on Facebook as well. So I just say hi, hope you're well, and I thank you for requesting to follow me. Sorry, do we know each other, or where do we know each other from? I don't seem to recognize you. Are we somehow indirectly linked in some way? And sometimes it doesn't yield a response. Sometimes I'll get blocked. And other times there's an agenda behind it. And usually it's happened with both guys and girls. So guys and girls have done this to me, before you ask. And I had a guy who asked me, where do you live? What do you do? How old are you? How tall are you? By the time he got to how tall I was, even then I said, and this is where the assertion comes in, that, hey, you know what, I've had the courtesy to answer, or, cooperate and, amicably answer your questions, but where are we going with this? Sorry, who are you, where do you live, and what do you want? Simple. Now, because Instagram is more of a kind of informal setting, you can do that, but let's say it's in a formal setting, and, it's I don't know, your new manager or something seems to be behaving a little inappropriate or sleazy. I know women can relate to this more, but you know what? I've also experienced it as well, with the opposite gender. And again, no discrimination to anyone. I do realize that there's a lot of kind of, uh, patriarchy and misogyny, but it also happens the other way around as well. It's just not as much reported, and maybe the incidence is less as well. But I remember there was this female manager, and she would invite me to lunch at the office only, and I'm not a person who makes excuses. I just said that, look, I am actually busy, and once she kind of almost controlled my schedule to ensure that I was available. And then she said, you don't have an excuse now. And I said, no, you're right, but they weren't excuses. And then I just said to her that, you know what, you seem very nice, and when we have those meetings and all of that's perfect, and I'm very open, very friendly. But I'm not sure, I don't feel entirely comfortable dining with you. And she found the term dining, I mean, it is what you do, right? Amusing. But no, I just said, see, I feel you're great, but I don't feel comfortable, being informal with you, because, maybe I'm a little shy, and I just said to her that, I find you attractive, so I really don't think that's a good idea. And she just said that you seem to be very stoic and disciplined, and I said, well, that's usually the best thing to do in the workplace. And trust me, it's not easy. But yeah, I don't mix work with pleasure, and I don't think that's really a good idea. I mean, it depends. It depends, but still. But yeah, the point is, how do you deal with awkward situations? Going back to the Instagram thing, recently someone contacted me, asked me some questions. I asked her some questions, and then she called me, and I said, okay, I'm a little busy now. If you would like to call, can we arrange a different time, and it's in a different time zone? She's in a different country. And then she called me again. And then I said, okay, as I mentioned this, and then when she called the third time, I said, okay, I'm going to be very candid with you. You know, I would say I have the upper hand here because you sent me the request. You're contacting me. You're asking me questions. I'm answering them. Now you're calling me, and I've kind of requested you to respect my space, and I will let you know when I'm free. And if it's mutually convenient, great. If not, then God knows. But I don't appreciate being inundated with calls, and it comes across as being quite over enthusiastic or overzealous. So what's the agenda here? And then it stopped. I didn't have to block her. Let's see if she blocks me. The point I'm trying to make is dealing with awkward situations. It happens a lot on social media, but even interacting. Just assert yourself. Let the person know what is making you feel uncomfortable. And then if they still do it, then you know that it's malicious. But if they stop doing it, then either they felt, okay, I've been caught, I couldn't get away with it, or they genuinely didn't think or feel that they were doing something wrong, and you made them realize, and who knows, maybe you'll still be friends later on. So I just want you guys to be able to assert yourself. Don't avoid the situation. It's a bit cowardly, I would say. Hey, I know it can be scary, but I don't think it's good just to block someone. It's better to say, I'm giving you a chance, this is what's bothering me, or whatever, and if you continue doing this, then this is what I'm going to do. I hardly block people. I've been blocked, I don't know why. I very, very few people I block, and that's usually if they send me something very abusive and they don't stop. So yeah, assert yourself, let the person know what is bothering you and what they should or shouldn't do, assert your boundaries, and that should be enough. Anyway, I hope you found this useful. For further tips and tricks, please do stay subscribed or subscribe to this channel if you haven't already done so. Like, share. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. I'll try my best to answer them. And you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Telegram. Instagram, the irony. Anyway, till next time, please do take care. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.